The voter, we are from the voter region. Your most president, and now Rajon Muhammad will be Chomwako. What we jama prepare Yanka by this time, you watch it. As you see, with the woman that and uncle. Masa people, Tawachi.
I mean, the fortness, yet in Mpensenpensenmu, Honorable Kofi Adams, Mpensenpensenmu, and a day 12. So from the camp of the NDC, Honorable Kofi Adams, Member of Parliament for Buem constituency, and Chairman Kwejo Boateng. And so a former New Job in North constituency chairman, or at large. Say I know you chairman Kwejo Boateng.
I saw no imedi. Oh man, come me ana me ko hu ade because chuma nka wo ka be frame. E dey na
o na ko chuma sana obam dwumadi so.
O na frame.
Me producer Dominic in the frame.
Bisa no. Ko frame Dominic bra. The business one of frame here.
Say Dominic and Fred and I say meet me up am free studio.
I no meet me come me problem here. I just studio na you there. Oh no man. O ka jam me sorry kwa. Me sorry.
Say Dominic and Fred there.
Oh.
Necessary.
Me dem some frame. E na ma ba. Me ba so ma be hu me nua Honorable Kofi Adams.
Just say Penny Kwesichum say say the
producer.
I want to be a producer.
On produce program.
Na say juma media. Inti Kofi on office.
What to be that?
What to be that say? No, from some me adwuma man na anya me mileage Jamaica na man mileage mo nya bi di tuauka. Engine what is wrong so beka say chairman kokko adwuma.
Keti. When you miss call ha.
Ka che no say odo anu kro from as an honor. Na wo benya so boss chi e get to say chairman bra be here.
Miss call.
Jama so bi aboko dey.
Ya me dey che.
Interfering with production.
And o maso so me adwuma wa ha bi.
O say wa no akọ.
Me dey adwuma wa ha bi. Ntia ne odo afu say do stage bi a. Say bi na make
us interfering.
Go me radio station. Na say me pese Honorable Kofi Adams beka sama me. The fact that I have producers in here with my relationship and the honor, make me a friend. Kofi nko boom kakra mami. I don't know interfere now. Producer no
that will be interference
for one.
Say Kate wo ya na wa can say obi.
Na juma na ya odia.
Na juma no say wa fan nipa.
For managers,
for managers or a CEO. What is wrong with the CEO? To intervene in some situations.
He suggest say minya yanka money Honorable Kofi Adams better to
make say money pay. So production na njan tuma there's no way about
Kofi asema me kan say me say me dey anye kwesi na ma me kwan kan omo ma me ma. Eje ne ba bi o ma no mo kasa ya o ma me kwan ma ba no de baba.
Yo o de ma Honorable Kofi Adams akwa ba Honorable akwa ba.
Yeah we na me jodo.
Awode wo de.
Well, I'm do ho bet Kofi dumso na eha nipa dwen na ye sorry ade bia na ye dwen say yate ewie kura fe de ye aban penifo na no mo order say ye nchichi ECG penifo say omo ye omo adwuma na minim say ye beka ho asem dumso yi de aban a mo say mo inherit SS capacity and the SS capacity a share monsa na feed den na yesamba dumsom so you inherited SS capacity now what na wa edi akwa ko ura dumsom and say yesan the dumso situation e share monsa the end den na ye bekom so enu ha adwin na say money pa bebre brenkofo bebre businesses na as there's no justification for situation now ye wo mu say here considering the fact say abindada under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etu anamo bia to resolve your energy problems largely say financing you say capacity you otu hu anamo and created space for you even ebi okra slightly beyond near PURC and Energy Commission kura eka kura senka yen reserve margin a little bit about some 2 percentage points above that. So we inheriting a very stable energy situation.
Honorable and command did kind no, but me person me say free.
And I say which now okay, all right.
Me person on the topic proper.
On no one to me can say.
Me person say you free no what is actually happening because now PURC is even claiming say sika is a finance ministry etuama edema power generators which is about 1.2 billion Ghana cedis no say sika no anko, and that is according to the PURC. Chairman, then why are we here?
Question you start here Mira Kofi Adam start here. No so abem anoni abem. How abem? No boy. Me abana o kan kra me position be ni kra me. Me a spokesperson for energy. And I'm a government spokesperson. Me a communicator for my party, which is fine. Meba. Kofi start here the oba ya pe baby or the trans here odin komo osi ono wa ban mo. It's a second branch of the government in this country. Oh not. Every budget that comes in, every discussion, the nation forward, no mind about connection, bibi omobeyo, sabi is privy to it better than me. It is our starting now, come on, kind. Okay, we are saying you know because better your mind here, chichiri. It me come first, and I just say when your solution.
Then ekoso in our energy space.
Na. Just say, Oshe baby a ye tisa abrimo. We are all agree, say, sabi bibi koswa enye, okay. But here is a case. Ye nyina be nationalistic. Me, when it comes to that sector, Jerry, I won't come and sit here and do politics. What is right, we must say it, okay? Me da be am come see ECG, it's long overdue, say citizens in ye jaw match. Maintain some mem who akrobia etumi asore anasa a lawyer for kuku dama ye wo mo. Apart from say you be demonstration on be join here. Obi etumi asore aka kire say ECG anamo mutu ye concerned citizens for customers values into the ECG court. Che enkomo ayedi there be the mechanic say ye gitumi a ye manfo no any omamufo no ehu se tumi na ye gi no de ye beka any de ye be ye nyina no even when something is going wrong, we must be honest to the society. There's nothing wrong to tell the Ghanaians to say baby a ye gina sabre no Elijana Kofi start take us say ABA say yesika no. I don't think the problem is the generation. Jerry, I can tell you for the fact the last 2 weeks I've witnessed 3 transformers in Jatum. Bakon our me old man fear ya. Uni mangoes, East Legon. Usane yape. There's a transformer over there. A jet demu pa. All the transformers are here absolute. Say a idea. Mufu said that's the problem. Tell Ghanaians. Left side. The same week it happened. Left side. Mpensenpensenmu. And I mentioned it to the authorities. Say, me metraha enka. Say, Abia, make us say, if their problem is the transformers and transmission, omuntu minka. Generation de says you. Say, Beka say your excess capacity ni nema nyina. E wo hodo mo say transmission e deba. Ana meboa. Ansa distribution so dey akọ. Ana meboa. In all this essence, so our major challenge. Say generator na esi ho no no, ebetumi aye adwuma. Na transmission na wo dey ko na nya adwuma. How are you going to the solution? So still I can bedum. And I'm a boy. And my worry is that may catch us a transformer neja tomuno because at that time in that area now no be experience low current. And based upon that, because of that low current, say transmission is a power in the bar. Transformer no I say. So the neutral cannot hold it directly to the services of the customers. A school just behind the transformer. My air conditioning na die nyina ase. I say, so what is the solution? And no somehow we have to have some laws. I see it me see ECG. Because I mean when I call repairs and air conditioner. When I call taco for man. So the authorities must be honest. From Greco, VRA, ECG, they should tell Ghanaians and say, Maza, your problem, no, and your generation, and your transformers. More transformers you go in, you have problems. And yet, now you're able to me who say ECG and I'm more 2 years since me follow ECG somewhere. You must 97 air bar be seen there. Major lapses that the agency have. And they must find a solution to solve their problems. Hey, over to me import transformers be good port over 18 months. But no to me and clear. And I'm challenging them. They can import materials, wires, whatever it is. A go on normal tenibi, nobody acquire scraps. What kind of ineptitude this kind of way? Yeah, the best Abambi and Abambi was yes, you must take the responsibility. Because you ask the people to give you power. And if you have power and you don't change the lives of the people, you don't have power. Because what made you to me say, Sebi, oh, Babe, Master Mama Kamas,
but I have questions to ask.
We are not be some question. Say, Otiase. So, here we are. The reformations that we need in that agency. Me, the only time I can tell you for the fact, say ECG, yes, sorry, pija. At the time, now this Papa Nkwa no a lawyer, no engineer. Lawyer Duamankwa, blessed memory.
Yeah,
a former ECG managing director. He was the one I can say in authority say or managing ECG, mami who say or managing institution. Almost all the engineers, and Jama Bakubi Obako, a friend Boachapia, he was also very good. Somehow you have the engineers managing the place, but it gets worse. Jerry, the problem is that I say every day, you have problems. You be to me, you can't be a mine day. Near the to me, I say yes. So what I say, but say we must be honest to the people. Now you to me so catch a gun for say to the video about you to me and come up one year. I say to me this uncle we in Nsem. Especially I was the first person as a politician apologized to use fuel to do campaign. Rollins Yebi, Kufo Beyebi, Professor Mills Beyebi, Rajo Mahama Beyebi, Nanadu Beyebi. Clearly. Oh, now I Kufo Gallon Mama page a Biokrama. What I say? Kufo Gallon, oh, change. Don't worry. They do on 9 years. Oh, you experience my minu free agree. Me 56 years. You wouldn't say agree. We should now near small, me old man. One person that I admire, I am a deneko. What I say? Yes, that is the I mean, you are don't con move if I say it train me and they are grown. Yasum 2 days, you will come with you. But the point that I'm saying is that there are certain things, if we will be nationalistic to say, it goes beyond us. See, in himself generation, in himself fuel, a bar, it goes beyond whoever is asking for power. Yenka, but you can manage it. Yes. We'll work with them. Yes. These are the problems. These are the solutions. See, a bunny any solution, near very rhetorics, then I have a problem.
Okay,
Intermediate. The Americans are from the Ministry of Energy, the head of the energy, the minister himself is part of the responsible of the area. By being an outcome PRC for you.
Yeah.
Now more is no. You
are blaming it on ECG, say ECG, and one more transformers and certain inefficiencies near there. But PURC no regulator and say some over 1.2 billion beer as a finance ministry. Etria edema your friends say independent power generators and our producers, under the cash waterfall mechanism. Sensikano, woman tuya.
And then
the issue of fuel, gas, the air power generators. In fact, according to Energy Commission document here, we require somewhere within the range of $1.14 billion fuel for the rest of the year. Breakdown a month, $95 million of gas. Every day, $3.2 million every day. These are the figures that are out there. And for you to be blaming
the number one, there's a blame ECG. I want to be blaming. There's some revenue the QTSS can and Amboa and water cash for. Have you checked? Say revenue no mujijeno. A revenue it me to all this indebtedness and a PRS for no makasa. PRS for Afro.
Minimum Kasa on record, but minimum Kasa of
and then there's any now in your way. Because who are no pay Adom I bet will be some questions. Some numbers in now or the better about the letter about we discussing. You must call them. Let them explain because when you're a regulator, you are not sitting on to Burkina Faso. Or a regulator, they come under you.
What should they explain?
Oh, change.
And then appearance is
explain. Also, you're a regulator.
Yes.
Or you're part of the energy sector. And I'm a boy.
Yeah.
No. On your independent body. On your independent body. Indirect way, the UCG comes under them. They set the benchmark for them. And I'm a boy. It's you no let know they are better about to know. Or you're Juma and also you're Juma. Has it called ECG? They're supposed to regulate them. You are using the word regulator. Are they not ashamed of themselves putting these things out there?
Really?
No, maybe a question. Really need you. Who interrogate me? We question maybe and say, maybe a PORC.
No, but you are saying that PORC should be ashamed of themselves because
say
over 1.2 billion as a finance ministry.
You haven't answered my question. Maybe so PORC no Makasa. I also know.
But what difference is it going to make?
What is the difference is that you can't just put this out there to explain to the people because number one, ECG, whatever, Ghana Water and all those things, they are the regulators. So if you are a regulator, now the catch them say, a car sank for what have you done to solve the problem? And yet the agency is so much complaining. Yet the agency is so much sorry. Or mon fast our report to him rain. Now ECG any independent no pay. Is that what he's telling us?
Okay, so what in your mind? And as a POS on this,
it is their job to make sure says Mutia and Asamuntia. I am no Jumana, or the better abontin, or expected from Jerry say, Obey the Dano pay, and I'll be fresh amako job watching, Abaya noise and no pay. Now, and no Nasicano, now ECG, Eddie acquired and some of the Koyana, and as a Sikana be one as a biniho. Or no, your regulator night, he set the books. The the reporting factor nasi or certain regulation maum or certain benchmarks maum or certain rate maum o jabonti can we who justify a mano now you know the two any there go and see their regulations say you're making sure say UCG ebe to Jerica or your producer. You're making sure say a generator sa omudi beba you betimi atua. You're making sure say benchmarks omudi say omudi jiji omsika omudi ajiji. One man to me anya what are the sanctions in within? I between me to me ana. That is why I say that they must be ashamed of themselves. You are not asking the public to speak for you and do your job for you. What it entails within the job. I was so to sana mono. Not to solve the predicaments that we are facing in the country today. That's why oye regulator. So regulator didn't perform one. The next above every cry any ministers, every Adom Nsem, because one a member of parliament. The second branch of the government, they're supposed to call the regulators a dear na mo ye solve a problem. Jerry Menga was a problem no. I'm not saying that. So don't quote me wrong. There's a huge problem. Yetio memu timubi. Kanyana ye dum na just say me there. But don't allow the institutions who are supposed to perform and pretend they say, Omu ye bibi, playing ostriches, put the thing out there. So more than the politicians. So Omu ye campaign and more bio. Who decide people have a top on Jerry Force in our back so solution now. And then the BBI media. or we run the governance on the media. That's why I say they must be ashamed of themselves.
Okay, Chairman. Honorable Kofi Adams on this same issue. Honorable
Jerry, let me say, if then I can't wait nyachum.
Yeah.
Yetimuno no ene ekumie. Look, your main yenya energy crisis. Part of the solution, that was when Abraham President Kufuor Mpensenpensenmu and a suffer call Akosombo Ekobompaye.
It's already a campaign.
Say because now at that time no, na insuo no ye den winti insuo eba dam ne mu no endorse. But before Mampeni Kufuor beba be di ade no, na report no ye di kan go through another such situation. And no enema His Excellency Jerry Rawlings Abresu, yes, she say ye two and more for thermal generation. Because now you say hydro no enye 100% reliable. You say we mix of thermal and hydro so that whether no anko ye na say issue no level no air bafam na production capacity of dams no ebeba down in terms of generation we rely on thermal. So the Abuaze thermal plants and a few others came on board. But in Shishia Energy Commission editor ho say every period biano yemfa production no be ana machines are yedi generate energy yemfa bi meka ho no ye jai to ho yentu ho anamo. So when we faced subsequent lower levels of dam no biom no na yentumi nya kane no ewo ho. Okay, Dr. Charles Rekubro be ebeka bibi about toy generators. And you and a more mutu yenu was to bring in some I think it was some private companies bikra na omuye sa arrangement no or thereabout. But to cut a long story short, sa effect no eko etwaso. But luckily for us no insuo no ebetoye say ye as a result of mpaibo no say ye den insuo no betoye ma dam no the level no ebasro. So the hydro production or generation no eba to a very high capacity above 900 megawatts grand. Total capacity about 1,020, but we expect to say ubenya 1,020 ni na ye juma ye pa utiminya close to about 1,000, but we nya even the 1,020. So the problem no etwaso. Then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, "Me blame you bia. I take responsibility and I'll fix it." Otuhuanamo. Eye nyo se oye. Within before him no. Now other thermal arrangements have been done. Even President Kufuor later crisis in the no onoso eye bi. Basically, those thermal arrangements in Mbeye Ghana yede. But under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, one of the major investments are relocating it to the central portion of Kumasi has now become Ghana. Yankasa ya Japadi. It's now ours because of Nyekum. But yes, arrangement in now. You know no MPP for. Again, no one can find all these arrangements. Those times, you dum kania Chairman KB. Na ECG ni ho. Na PURC ni ho. Why didn't I know mubo? look, almost say John Mahama. Yambo even energy minister cried you. You see John Mahama. Me kaipa na ye tu kwen ye wo international airport when him say baby am move through plane no dey by all means say hono mo kwa is localized area and in your no Ghana for na mbe ho more by all means and I can hear doom here e airport almost see eh haso John Mahama ba ha. That was how far they went.
Edio.
In almost say Debbie Minister no krano yen ontena yen copy URC any ECG. Da ben na muhu sa. Da ben na muhu say Minister krano ono ontena nchen na yen bisa PURC. Ma yen bisa PURC. Eno Nsem ka adeno tieo no kre say parliament an arm of what government no kre eno de mini un dia chingie ewo mu say parliament an arm of government anamotu a say parliament etu efa no kanie hu nsem yi yaye. Eminim say chairman KBT he onim say parliament aye ni owo say oye but na ban the executive arm na omu emfa Ghana for enye hwe enti omu mpese omu beye ni a parliament kura ye den aka say omu nye unim say the ministries any ni agencies a ewo na sinyina gridco VRA ECG omuyina ye frehum energy commission omukotenase to meet the parliamentary select committee of mines and energy Emma omukaya who say look problem no any sikasem so they are not able to buy fuel to power omo plants and there's always a certain amount of what shortfall ewo enti omun ye den omunko no munkonkoye timetable doomso timetable the chairman of the committee honorable Atachia eba bontin kra ebe kan ho asem afedi mu fi hoko ye no somebody above ECG and feel say onu oso sem parliament ti o say mo munye eno na yeti hey Nya parliament was say parliament speaker Bagbin danu nya was say omoye that arm of government nya was say omoye no omoye ye wo recess o dan so o ma committee no etna se efre ho eye nya was say omoye dan so aban yen papa Nana Danko Akufo-Addo any Dr. Baumia omodano na ebano energy every evidence shows say ye dia share Dr. Baumia Nensa onu no hwe so there is every evidence.
How does energy fall under the vice
there is every evidence I say me at least three things I say ye the energy no ye dia share Nensa.
Okay.
One, so Ubekaya, energy minister na ye ni fi ni si your friend saying Bwache Jako.
Yeah.
On the issue of Ameri, any miscellaneous arrangement no. Edia no kaye or say omuye arrangement ni bibia wie no eno offer vice president. Offer vice president no na vice president emfa enti offer ni ADC no mo tamale ena ni ADC ni catch say the vice president was speaking so catch ADC ni say owia on can say he needs his attention enti owie ye no omudi hu komo wie na vice president say yemfa document no enko office for the executive approval for the Ameri miscellaneous deal no. Yedi call the office no ni ho enti nipa onu Bacheja Kusuma no obisa ne say onfanto ho na say there be sa krata no eye for executive approval yemfanto ho enti yenye den yemfan ko ni fie ena yedi ko ni fie. So it tells you that the executive approval that Ameri miscellaneous deal yema executive approval ebo no yesi ye negotiate ekoye double the price now mo see ye inflated no. Dr. Baumia was the officer responsible. Or no, and the energy minister was dealing with directly. That is one instance. Two, okay, PDS. Okay, say PDS no. We share conditions na a woman nipa na oti committee na omu ye PDS hu bibia nipa na oye chair. Dr. Baumia the vice president. Or no, and a per the report and they say almost sa condition precedent to condition subsequent. Also sa bank guarantee na e wo mu say company a yedi ECG be ma hon to manage no or say omode bank guarantee be ba no otena say ma almost sa bank guarantee to insurance guarantee. Echi ye hu say insurance guarantee no na ye fake. Na insurance company no eni bebia. They brought us fake insurance. Ebiom Dr. Baumia and another dano sa committee no. Last but not the least, the third one IHSA ebano energy area onu na yedi ashenensa the cash waterfall mechanism. Ono vice president and oye in charge of that arrangement. In all these three things are mabubei ningina ended in scandals. Ameri miscellaneous. They inflated it. The president said he was misled. Misled by who? The vice president, who was in charge. That is one. PDS, ekosi saying. PDS said, no mobile. PDS said, he says here. Yensika omoji ye kwa omuntumi nye den embu hunkunta. Yebehu ahin eno muditi a service providers ahin eno mo ye say ahin na aka besine PDS entumi bebu nkunta ma oman no. Another energy related activity ana oye in charge. Ene PURC catch re say per the cash waterfall mechanism a edaho sika based on the revenue a ECG omonsaka ni owa say eko to the independent power producers, about 1.2 billion anchor. One or in charge of cash waterfall mechanism as far as executive arm no concerned. We minister now or responsible that vice president in the office. 3 energy related things bia ni dia bemunu apaska. Enti enunti na nankrofo ebisa a lot of questions. Say a very strong leader Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, president. Now or the sectors kitwe bi dia share wonsa. Na wontumi hwe so a afa dia wo besre say yemfa o man ni nyina ye den emfa share wonsa. Na wo be den na wa hwe so. A strong leader. Like this man put it, Professor Frimpong Boating. Why? Now say why? Now the asema Americano.
Obi chairman.
I said, listen, a very strong leader in the voice of what Professor Frimpong Boating. Like Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. And na we yi kakra area bi di amao. Went to me ahwe so. Ave dia wo say yemfa ni na amfa nsua. So for me, it is not parliament, it is not PURC. Me always say PURC and one of mu say per the cash waterfall mechanism, executive arm, Mampeni Ajatum say yemfan ye jumanu say na eko revenues this is the percentage distribution. Yes, share yenu. Oh yeah, then one fan ye juma. Nia also almost kabium. Ena this transformer issue say transformers 90 ye wo dun some. Enya no kre. Enya no kre. Eno de enya no kre. Enim say that is why. Oh no. Transformers, as for transformers, it goes sometimes even thunder cry to me then a strike here, it be affected transformer. So in Soto, yes, that storms banner thunder strike here, it affected transformers. Those are localized, those are the real localized situation. I hear him say it to me see. But near echo so neno, and localized. What problem I owe? What problem I owe?
Now see from mama,
Messi from. Greco aka kyerɛ ECG sɛ ɔmo generate kanea no ɛna yɛn ɔmo fa yɛn lines no ɔmo ntumi generate this amount so nka wo ECG yɛ nhyehyɛ yɛ wo timetable sɛ okay sɛ yɛ 500 megawatts ɛna minya medum tema community this maybe Ashama maybe medum weja maybe medum koforudua medum ha na medienya sa 500 no enne ochina medum the other side na medienya the same 500 yes sir Gridco will not be forced to shut some areas off but ECG ayen adwin say onyenti now the one who is transmitting onu when dumbia the national system will shut down. So they are forced now. Omo baby omo benya 500 now. No we doom. So wo Jerry, who to meet that darkness move for even 5 days. Because omo de omo ntina ho en calculate say you doom this bulk pointer. Be affected just this area. And that is what is happening.
Okay.
The issue of transformers, PURC Ababeka say when they assess because at the end a technical or more assessing transformers about 90% were having loads below 100%. Below 100%. And another 8% were having almost 100%. Now about 100 and something. And above loads. So the issue of 650 overloaded transformers are ECG for Ediba Bontino enye no kre.
Honorable,
because say ni aminu aka say we won say transformer bi she 1 or 2 and 3 bi the enye no kre. But the issue of transformer no enye no kre.
As the main reason. Yeah.
Ebiom utie kojo my last point. Utie Kojo Nsafwa Pukua, oye Dr. Baumia campaign
chairman
on
the energy. Yeah.
Ono say, enye problem with sika. Na ye fuel. Na fuel ne dey na ye dey to.
But on not say companies say fuel free Nigeria they have refused to.
And why have they refused? Here, you were high and even West African gas pipeline. At the point, Mukachere say they will not transport Yankasa and gas from Western corridor to the Eastern corridor because you do pay some $20 million. So it is money matter. Sikanu, which you want, they will be able to supply you.
Honorable Kofi Adams, Medase, my main court chairman, but Migusa Meka say Mensaka. Where's the document? Where is the document? Okay, we from Ampeni Australia, and it's on the GRA SML deal. So
they have cleared them.
President Akufo-Addo acts on KPMG's findings and recommendations on the transactions between GRA and SML. It's quite a long document. I wish I had time, Nanka, but me I can kaimu enyina. But that's just by the way. GRA SML.
Ah, okay.
Deal. Yeah.
Quick one. Before you go to next topic. So now, honorable discussing about Urabaubiani, talking about PDS, Mary, and all those. I mean, meeting I say why? Say election year. And on us Robert no so the job application where you ma. So intino say when to say na mo no kese a Ghana for me and voice ma to me our no ni sanka because
exactly what your people are saying.
Me say oh yeah the job application where you ma. It's an election year, and when you take somebody like Honorable Kofi Adams, so there, clearly he understands the political terrain. In the presentation, and you see, he's a very smart communicator. Starting from the ground where you bring Uraba Umia in, he say when unti or petumi na why say it to me be show technically, and I think somebody like Urajo Muhammad can be higher drink. So, what I say? Oh yeah, because no, so we dear kunya pain. Why a president pain? Why a vice president? Oh, one solve a problem here. And for problems say cool mood that time. Say
about investment between 2012-2016, the then NDC government under former President Mahama, 1 more year in our energy sector.
I didn't mean to make Kasaba community now question. I said you redo thesis war at the now. So, sir, Sabi or no idea kunya pain now. Why the chief executive of the country there? Oh, to me for Rabba Umian to turn on baby. Yeah, can't track record near there. Or no track record near Bebo. Because, Sabi, or Rabba Umia dia who can be a Mary issue ya kofa by ya didn't be bata who say Rab watch ya could the command. There is a now Kroma. The president letter the call ya who site to say or say he was misdirected. All these things.
He was misled.
Okay. Well,
he was misled.
Misled. By misled, no. Say ni uraba umiedi. Anambwa.
And I said, better way vice president.
No. The question is
constitutionally you can't do it.
The question is that let's be fair to the people.
No, constitutionally how is he going to do it?
Oh,
Vice president akakura then the president kra nya this akasakasa kra yentumi yini.
Na say onu ye nyina di cabinet kura no nkobi.
Or cabinet pa. It was cabinet now. Cabinet now.
That time now we mupa o nti ma say na me pinu kakra say because now we now no say I brand to say na we got say no ma don ko na Honorable Hackman mo tete now na ma say pa that time na uyi na dia enye year that is why cabinet kura no nkobi yenim de see odokra ye no ye tian kakra ye tian kakra anamboa no we say what we say the suit what I saw in the paper, let's be honest, the newspaper they buy na the suit or they call ya na chire nyina atete nyina mra the president ko discipline kakra say wa kutu na mo ompe
that is
no we say
Did you ever hear President Rawlings to say also we are in discipline? Did you hear say Owusu Champon at that time majority leader of the parliament? Say to kwan kron patai. O ti ase but nya no nko no kofi na kofa beshim kofi de jam na me kama se I say castle horn one and ABC.
And no ko e dey wo castle so on
no buy na me master bi say na o master bi say na o be dey hand wo say dey kasa na nyina bon think say dey discipline kakra. So mama I go for back I
chairman.
It's the American say Mr. Host the honorable king me nyi na chini but the woman say the misled Nanado at that time in the whatever the old friend were married no he took full responsibility and he was sacked anameboa and later the executive secretary of parliament there was nowhere they mentioned the vice president name. uti owura Jaako enka se mo kan ya me nipa me tin din pa ye majority leader me boa ka tell me say me boa say ade no when he took it to the cabinet president say or say to owura Jaako friends majority leader M1 no don't fast track the process of that negotiations. Tell me where the vice president name came in. But say no every time I nyina pre to me or the flag bearer of the MPP Ora Baumia 18 over kafra no otiase na wo kafra no na me make a choice say your leader today say sani e kan dia kan so nko be high adwen if he has taken some steps and has took some decisions ewo krom ha no mu a sabi edi akoshe yenimu bebre na ye ho kire when he's going around and making all these promises and the assumptions and say energy or solve ye ni ade nyina ene cash waterfall ya kan ho asemi mo bisa PRC say sa sika na no mo kan yisi ginyae no mo de koya na se wo manya yisi ginyae anase sika no ana wo mo de ko no na no mo de kotua other power producers na kan say yetu o mo ka o mo ye any take or pay no na sika ne bi ko mo hana. So all these things ora John Mahama aba say yenkoto abama no Hemira ha me da bia me kan me say MPP yen tra ba mu nkosi forever me NDC the most prominent nipa na wo ye me di o machi ye me mrantie ne me ora Professor Mills and Rollins decided to groom to take over the nation, can see them as a young man with energetic and ideas. Offer Kofi Adams and Ura Haruna. Kabumba kukra idea ni makaba this time can to kwe kami mejayko. But Ora John Mahama try and test it. What failure may now it's clearly because of what he has done. It only policy be more money bill because be the better biano. There has been an issue say Adentina Ubedia Kunya as a chief executive, as a chairman of the cabinet. Sadi we echo say na ora Kofi Adams say catch and say a generation na enye transformers and enye idea. I don't think there was anywhere anybody have said say generation no ebia it has gone low. Yenka obebia a Mary whatever car power no money near me obianka just say they have generation problem. Transmission ye kan ho asemi kopeja bai. He knows very well say Greco transmission on the ba there he said okay most of their transmitted areas transformers may see one more. The excess has to go in before it goes for distribution. What you say bebre complaining over 2 years ago before I got them say me boa. Before answer na the yetimi. Unia no bekan. And no transmission lines me boa. And no be a refi. Ya to baby. Yes, you may yanka na ye fuel na ye dia. So now we all they agree say adiano obia transmission generation they will no problem after they fuel. Until now make a choice. Let's be honest to the society.
Okay.
Obia and Fabi bia me frafro ra ba me aho. Ade we ya enkoyi. Say ne enkoyi a nanado etiso. He's the chief executive of the country.
Okay.
The minister ewo ho direct principal advisor to the president in the sector. What you say? It is already on Mama so Bekambia. We play the records together because the record be to one. Yeah, for Rajon Mahama record and to Oraba Miadia who. And I there is an episode, you know. No, so you say, yeah, the better on it, Nanado dear. Because Omuna, I am chief executive of the country. It sana and ammonia betunu. It media. And yet, the Kaya Mira Adams, Eddie Babe, and dear Okofa you rub out me at PDS. Obian is a PDS. Or rub
Medasi.
Obian is a Mary on
Medasi pa. Na
third one and
no. Why? No, today. Today is a big day for the NDC.
Yes.
And then I'm outdoor.
Meko
running mate.
Yeah.
Mamini I can be second word your mama Jakunyani man.
But Mama Njai Mobia. How smart he's been. Because the main person now, Obabe Sevu or minor dear, they be almost sorry, Onjai May, Onjai Mania, Onyan Drune. So, look, clearly, Utienia Mekaya, and I'll repeat. Say, Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, and I know the arrowhead Mampini, or the energy area hono, or the Ashenensa. And he say, your problem. At least, look, there is evidence to show. Me say there is evidence to show. Say, or no. Ozi. And you be an article. Make honorable Ejakwankasan voice. Oka they are very miscellaneous. Nipa all the processes no. Nipa no ye in charge. PDS there edaho. Nipa no ye in charge. Cash waterfall mechanism edaho. Nipa no ye in charge. Minya. Me das say Okasano. At least you came in to expose the falsity on the presentation. Say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Obeto the generation problem. Machines in be anyhow. Otu and within the shortest possible time, no, we had Ameri and we had car power. Tell me, say, shut Ameri off completely, shut car power off completely, and see, it's a situation, no, and your west. Shut these two. Even if we have gas, say gas is available, shut these two and see, say, whether we'll be able to meet your local even demand. So, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, etu anamo to solve the energy problem. Ebiom, also the ESLA, he didn't just bring the machines I be generate you. Also, yen shishie to hose, e kabia eda hono, yenji ESLA, na yen fan clear e kanu. Na ESLA kwa nunka ye begin for just 5 years. MB before say a nuisance starts. Omoba mbe ye free ho ene. Omo extend ESLA no ESLA na ko say ebe wiye somewhere around 2021 no ene ye dey up to 2035. Ye dey akọ sika already no ye dey akọ si awaji hu sika. Enti ene ESLA no kra no enye djuma the way I say eye omo so omo koto ESLA PLC bonds no omo so ya ma hon haircut kebi wa ye lucky odi no yenyi oni sakora oni sakora ya sam omo koto ESLA PLC bonds no ya sam hon haircut. Meaning this is the reality. John Dramani Mahama na no more otu ye no very clear. Now ebano comparing him to President Akufo-Addo, we are ready. We can do that comparison, and His Excellency John Mahama will be top. Say ye unemployment rate, say ye GDP growth, say ye inflation, say ye exchange rate. Ningina.
Okay.
And then as for Dr. Baumia, dear, on number cry. Momo ye mistake say moko fa Dr. Baumia by. You should have brought somebody else. But on the issue of
the same way almost Moka say, as I former President Mahama,
Obianim say
a huge mistake.
Obianim
Kofi Kraji too.
Obianim Kofi we yare would this year be yare. Na ye dey na ko hospital bi na intumi nsanu yare a. Na so say yes I didn't call a higher facility a. what the nobe kwa akɔhyɛ consultant nsa na what the nobe kwa akɔhyɛ doctor afi na we sua adeɛ wie and another doctor ɔno onye ko to say Dr. Baumia yɛde adeɛ no yɛde energy man no wasɛe hɔ economy wasɛe hɔ afei de ɔsi digitalization ɛhɔ na ɔdwane mi wa ɛhɔ so wonya hwee ɛwɔ hɔ but
medical consultant
let me just
wakɔ retirement did you
okay nadun ye adwuma o waba but nadun ye adwuma clear
Honorable Adams
nadun ye adwuma clear
outdooring of Professor Jena no Pupajima quickly briefly
say
yɛmfa no so
Ghana ya try nyama bebree anye ye emaye nia yentumi nyeye eni say yebenya oba beye vice president yenya oba wa beye chief justices my chief justices for consistently for some time now apart from chief justice enim yebua obewure mu no for a very long time Emmanuel Omoye then Omoye chief justices at least 3 Georgina Chief Justice Georgina Wood, Chief Justice Sophia Akufu, and then the current Chief Justice. And Emmanuel have proven themselves in the judicial area. Yes, when you Speaker Bamford Ado, also Juma, very fine, fair-minded speaker. Baby, yenya Oba,
and Chief of Staff.
Yeah, Chief of Staff also Oba.
Yeah.
Baby, yenya Oba, any the area of what? Vice President
and President
and President.
Yeah.
And President. Yenya bida. Yenya Christian. South, yenya South North, yenya Christian Muslim, South, and so yenya all the necessary combinations through the NDC biome as pace setters. Dema yetumi de constitution ebaye constitution yenya transfer of power from one party to another. This is the first time yenya a very stable democratic process. Abra President always say he was doing the revolution of the revolutions. He been sidanu na nkrofo here. He did it, he has succeeded. This woman is not just a woman ayedeba. Uhwe bebia wa ye jumani nyina. The track record is there. As Vice Chancellor, she was the first female Vice Chancellor of a public university in Ghana. And which, it has now become like a fashion now. Most of the big universities, omoko for the female professors who are also qualified on their right to lead those universities because she has set a record at UCC. And the major transformation in UCC, including one of the best medical schools. A lot of intervention opening up the university. Obeye Minister for Education. When him say for a very long time, Nkrofo Omoko Ministry Hono Adom 106.3 ene obeti ene yakwa koye deal say ene yakwa koye say ena ne ho asem yeka ordinance akosha. What is say obi aka bibi about Professor Nana Jane as Minister for Education na Debbie. Now so a lot of projects, major infrastructure projects happen under her watch as minister. Now so yenka no somebody. That is the quality of leadership. That's the quality of judgment at the executive arm. So that on minor situation now ye woman together with a very experienced John Dramani Mahama, the visionary, the game changer, the 24-hour economy man. Ombeka boom na njuma pabeye den bekoso ama Ghana afan ntuma paye den efra so that the young persons mu be wie suku mu nye juma nye yet in the midst of plenty we are in doom so niama nko ye so on and so forth no enti ene ena ye yi na ma oman ni nyina wiase nyina be hu no biom onye new to the terrain but oye an improved version politically. I mean, himself. Obeboa NDC ticket. Aman kunimdie. In 4 p.m.
Yeah.
UPSC. Yebeshase by 5 the main program will kick, and I invite all of you say Mumbra.
In fact, and you may live on Adom TV, Adom FM, Asempa FM, because I we're election headquarters.
Thank you.
About to home politics, Biano. We are transmitting live from the UPSC.
Mamemfa when you invited KB, Ombra if you back. Like he said, he plays some role. Ombra back. Omeka.
Jawan KB. Yes, sorry.
Live propaganda. The ending statement. Now, when you say, as someone be beside, he said, "Na sir, yeah, your friends, ye di hunkumwi."
Yeah.
Me, Madam, Mommy Jane. Say, I got to opposition or my rebranding, Anna. Say, nothing over number.
Just say on about onye nipa fufro. But improved. The improved.
That word now improved
politically.
Yeah. It is your bar first one and improvement in the low.
Of course, but she didn't start.
And the other coin, it is saying the second coming back, there has been some improvement in his political terrain.
Yeah.
And yes, sir.
Yeah.
And he has standing up. And they say about outdoor. Now, Oko worry about Nana Netina. They do baby now worry in Kuya. Moya second married Anna. Maybe some now see some my boy and I mean so
yes. Renew.
That tells us a vows now renew. Initially beginning now there was some challenges and
No, it's a reaffirmation. We are reaffirming.
Some of it are
sitting president and vice president. He says, "No,
appointing 3-4 times, but yeah, don't that."
And I'm saying that no,
what is your problem with the
problem? I don't know me critic now, but some come as
why we are creating our platform.
Oh, no, creating
communicate.
And I'm communicating. Debbie. It was okay. Abasu body or ball, Mami Jane, mini problem. So starting Chief Justice.
Yeah.
It is accurate. Say comma MPP. Because I my bomb MPP appointee apart from the speaker you didn't call parliament. Message Bamford.
And you're number 2.
Yeah, kind the number of
speaker and number 2.
Yeah, Chief Justice 3. Yeah, speaker number back. Say you can rise it to the occasion. Yeah, speaker. Yeah, 3 Chief Justice. Yeah, the first woman of first
chief of staff.
Vice Chancellor.
Yeah.
All this by mining together and this you about
why?
Now Jane, Kufona appointee don't make that mistake.
Why?
Kufona didn't call her Chancellor. Jane Nana.
Who told you?
Who told you? One catch you. Go and check your record.
Who told you?
Kufona didn't.
It's cancelled. It's cancelled. The president doesn't appoint.
Oh no. President was representative.
I say it's cancelled.
The
president doesn't appoint. It's cancelled.
I don't care. Open cry Chief Justice. I can say cancel.
The president doesn't.
Open I can say Chief Justice cancel. Which era? Yeah, Ben. And all this council were able to appoint this woman to the occasion.
Well, it doesn't matter who appointed.
Okay, I guess. You see, I don't repent that debate. No, it's because Chiniba.
Like Professor Nana Jane. Mo
Finally, oh, can I meet how? I just cried. Be 56, maybe I mean, kakra. But I mean, it's nice. I don't know about my edition. Yes, your programs. My it's just say, I what's my dean and I'm making? I making Obia Yatino. Obia Yatino. I refine. No Raja Muhammad who no fano. No son in the Betuanamo. It's anya shikran. We MPP product. Or MPP product. Enya shi. So the OGD says ana mo we no nyina chi ne hu ni asem ampa. Maami je runtimi kan fa corruption bia nto no so. Ana meboa. Aha, eno nko ade. Sebi oye matured nso. But then the son ma we no nyina chi. Minim de ti owura Adwamahama wo ha ne ho sa.
Aden.
No nti sa corruption be brebe dia to no so nya konwa mama mi nko.
Mo de apɛ yɛ se
Dabi na watumi defend corruption ko na no me kan na e 40
emu hin na mutumi prove yɛ
e 40 asem de onu akesa entumi
thank you very much
catch you next time on your bar anya shiminu so wa switching me but minu akitwa no anya shikra 56 there 56
corruption
and no akakra tan wa be nti on parliament obeche me aso na me campaign manager in the year 30